Hey guys, it's August and welcome back to some more StarCraft II. Last time we did the second mission in Zeratul memory crystal and learned that the Overmind might be involved in this prophecy somehow. But we'll learn more about that later because today we're doing another Terran mission. So how you doing, Tychus?
I don't think your buddy Horner likes me very much. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, I get the impression he doesn't like you too. Also, really interesting how Tychus doesn't have a lot to say today. He's usually really talkative.
You look spooked. You've been seeing what the Protoss has to show ya. The memories shine through you as clear as day.
I saw a hybrid. Something unnatural. It was trying to corrupt the Protoss preservers. Who would have sent it there? Who controls something like that?
The one that made them for sure. That was just the first of many. Dark harbingers, man. Soon they'll be beyond numbering. And the stars will weep at what comes after.
How could you know all this?
I don't. I just feel it be true.
You're a mysterious man, Tosh. Alright, let's check out the news!
Level 800, Elite Terran Chieftain is back with a new album, pulse-pounding rock that will shake the galaxy. Rock out with such hits as Rogues, Do It From Behind, Terran Up the Night, Another Hydralisk Bites the Dust, Saturday Night's Alright for Nuking, Lucy in the Sky with Mutus, Every Rose Has Its Thor, Touring in Your Galaxy, no! Rock and roll!
Well then! Hey, I would buy that. So, how are you doing, Hanson?
Be careful, Jim. I think you're losing yourself in that crystal.
You might be right. Wow, even she's being fairly quiet.
Sir, you should check out the research console. There's some exciting developments there.
Thank you, Stepman. So yes, we have our 4th tier of Zerg research, which gives us this thing here. I'm gonna read that. And let's check out our research. So the 4th tier gives us some pretty cool abilities. The first one is Cellular Reactor. Specialist units gain plus 100 starting energy and plus 100 maximum energy. And the other one is Regenerative Biosteel. Ships and vehicles slowly regenerate life. Now both these upgrades here I think are really cool, and the one you pick should really be determined by your own personal playstyle. So for example, are you somebody who loves building mechs and flying units, you just want to make a big army and smash into your enemy? Definitely get this one because the extra healing can really help out. On the other hand, you're somebody who loves using, energy units, for example, medics. I think that might be it at the moment. But there's a whole bunch you get later on in the campaign, like medevacs and banshees and battle cruisers and about like 5 more, I think. So yeah, like, are you somebody who loves using those? You like getting your extra healing, your extra attacking abilities, your extra utility abilities? Alright, I'm back. My sister's dog just ran into the room and started rubbing itself on the carpet. I see you out there! Yeah, you better walk away. Yeah, if you're somebody who loves using, like, energy units for the extra cloaking, the extra damage, then definitely get this one here. Personally, I'm somebody who likes just making a huge army and then smashing into my enemy, so I will be getting the Regenerative Biosteel, but you can go with either one here and be fine, and like I said, it really comes down to your own personal playstyle. As a matter of fact, I was even like tossing up whether I should get the other one just because I've never got it before, but for the LP I'm going to stick with what I know, so let's get that. And let's head over to the armory.
What's up, cowboy? You know you're looking kind of rough lately. Rougher than usual, I mean.
I've, got a lot going on right now, Swan. You know how it is.
Yeah, sure. You know, you might want to try laying off the sauce and getting some shut-eye once in a while, huh?
Thanks, Mom. I'll get right on that.
Hey, he's just looking out for you, man. Anyway, we have nothing new to do here. So how you doing, Horner?
Welcome back, sir. What did you discover from the crystal this time?
It's that obvious I used it, huh? Zeratul took the prophecy fragments he found to a temple, library, kind of both, I guess. But this weird Protoss Zerg hybrid had taken over the place.
You mean some sort of infested Protoss?
No, this wasn't like infestation at all. It was like someone took the strengths of both races and twisted them together. I gotta tell you, If these things are real, we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, it took a lot of Protoss warriors to take that one guy down. Alright, to the star map. We have 4 planets here, and today we will be going to Haven. Despite its idyllic conditions, Haven's close proximity to the Protoss territory has deterred most Terran colonization attempts, until now.
My people established a new colony on Haven. It was going well, but now the colony's gone dark. They're not responding on any frequency. We need to get there and see what the situation is. They might have been exposed to the Zerg virus, and they are on the verge of Protoss space. Jim, I'm worried that something has gone very wrong.
Let's check it out.
We're almost to Haven, but there's still been no contact from... Sir, there's a Protoss fleet holding in orbit. They're disrupting all communications to the surface, and it looks like they're powering up their main weapons.
Jim, you have to stop this.
Matt, open a channel to the Protoss. Let's see how diplomatic they're feeling.
Entaro Tassadar, James Raynor. I am Executor Celendis. Your bravery and service to Ire are known to us.
Entaro Tassadar, Celendis. Listen, with all due respect, your fleet needs to pull back. The people on Haven are no threat to you.
Our observers detected Zerg hive spores infesting the colonists. They must be purified. If you wish to undertake this mission in our stead, we will permit it.
Jim, some of my people are infested. But you can't let the Protoss just destroy them all. If you keep the Protoss at bay, I know I can find a cure for the infestation.
The only cure for Zerg infestation is purification by fire. You know this to be true, James Raynor.
I can cure them, Jim. Believe me.
If you choose to resist us, we will meet in glorious combat. The choice is yours, James Raynor. We await your answer.
Alright, so here we have our first mission split of the game. So at these points in the game, you have to choose who you will side with between 2 different characters. Right now you have either the choice of working with Doctor Hanson to protect the colony, or working with the Protoss warrior Celendis to purify the colony. And each of these will go to a different mission with different dialogue, different objectives, and even different cutscenes on the Hyperion post-mission, which I think is really, really cool. And honestly, you should side with the character that you want to side with. If you like Dr. Hanson, want to stick by your buddies and try and find the Zerg cure, then do that. And if you want to protect your Protoss relations, or you just want to wipe out the Zerg virus before it can get out, then side with Celendis here. For the LP, because I want to show you guys all the missions in the game, I will be doing both of these, one right after the other, and the one that I'm going to stick with will be Dr. Hanson. Just because I feel like that's what Jim would do in the situation, you know. Like, he's willing to work with the Protoss, but not to the point of murdering his own people. If there's a chance they could find a cure, then he's going to try and find that cure. However, that being said, from a purely gameplay perspective, if you don't care about the story, I would recommend siding with Celendis. Just because the Tier 5 Protoss research is a lot more useful than the Tier 5 Zerg research. So getting there a lot faster is a really nice thing. But you're going to get there anyway later in the campaign, so I don't really worry about that. So yeah, today we'll be siding with Dr. Hanson, and in the next one I'll be showing you guys what happens if you side with Celendis. Now, one last thing before I get started, I will be including the post-mission cutscenes and dialogue in the same video, just because I feel like it's good to have the mission and the consequences together. I usually like ending the mission at the end of the video at the end of the mission, but for these I think this is the best way to do this, and I'll be doing this for the other mission splits in the game too. So yes, now that that is all said and done, let's get this mission started. And protect that colony.
I ain't gonna stand by while you wipe out a whole colony, Celendis. Not while there's still a chance we can save them.
Then it shall be an honor to meet you on the field of battle. Your reputation as a commander is most impressive. I trust you will live up to it.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. Whatever's happening on Haven, my people don't deserve to be wiped out. We'll make this right. I'll find a cure. Jim, the Protoss are already closing in on the colony. My people don't stand a chance.
We're gonna have to stop that purifier of theirs before it can wipe the whole place out. Get everyone evacuated to the main base, Ariel. If the purifier gets that far, we're done. Well, at least we can count on them being methodical. They'll stop to burn every settlement along the way.
You sure know how to pick a fight, cowboy. I got something that'll help you. I called in some favors and got us Viking schematics. Remember, they can change from a jet into a combat walker and back again. Pretty nifty stuff.
Jim, the Purifier's drawing power from several Protoss nexus. Its shields are completely impenetrable. How can you stop something like that?
Easy. We knock out those Nexi first, then we take down the Purifier. Don't worry, Ariel. We'll stop them.
Alright, so here we are in Safe Haven, and this is another pretty cool mission. So the idea of this one is that the
I've located the Protoss nexuses that are channeling power to the Purifier's shields. We'll have to destroy them before we can stop the Purifier.
Yet the Purifier will go around and completely destroy the Terran colony, so you have to destroy it first.
Not enough.
Some of the colonists didn't make it to our base in time. We should be ready to assist them when the Protoss attack.
Matt, please. In order to destroy the Purifier, we have to first take out the 3 Protoss nexuses, or Nexi, I guess. And those are located right there, and right there. They're pretty far away, but we have the perfect unit to take them down, which are our brand new units called the Vikings. These are the basic flying units for the Terrans. They are a brand new unit in the StarCraft II, and Vikings are really good. The big thing about Vikings is that they are very easy to make. You can produce 2 at once with a starport reactor. They have decent stats, and they have incredibly long range, as I'll show you guys in this one. Also, because of our regenerative biosteel, these guys will heal up no problem. And this is also our automated refinery is going to work, by the way. So yeah, we are ready to take these Protoss guys down. They don't stand a chance here.
Purifier has arrived and is on the move.
Although there it is. And yes, it's going to be moving very, very slowly, but you don't want to give it that much time. So let's try and do this mission as quickly as we can. So Vikings are a great addition to your army because these guys are just all around powerful, they're very easy to spam, and they can take out air units no problem. That being said, they can only target air units, so in order to counter that, you can also put them into this ground form, which is called Assault Mode. This mode means they have a kind of shorter range, as you can see there, and it's still pretty decent. And their damage, I believe, is actually the same. But the weapon speed is lower, so they do have lower DPS overall. But that still is an option for them to do. And actually have like a pretty interesting story to talk about. But I'll do that when we have some downtime later on. Oops, I don't want that, I wanted that. So a good thing to do in this mission is to throw down some bunkers first of all. Oh, here are the Protoss. Because if we throw our guys in there, then they will be able to defend our base while our Vikings are going around and attacking things. Go Vikings! Yeah, Vikings are just fantastic. I really like them. And that's all you need this mission, by the way, just spam those Vikings. Although you need to spam our supply depots too. Make sure to get the upgrades going. So first of all, let's repair you. Let us make ourselves some Marauders. And we're still supply blocked. Let's wait for the supply depots to go up. And I guess we'll see what we can do with these Vikings. So where's the Purifier right now? It's over that colony and it's about to unleash its attack. So let's see if our 5 Vikings can do enough over here. Well, that certainly helps. So this mission is pretty easy, I would say. As long as you spam Vikings, you'll be fine. And also, smart use of your Vikings is a pretty big thing too. For example, the Protoss here are powering a lot of their buildings with warp prisms.
Sir, I'm detecting a massive energy spike. The Purifier is about to fire.
Run away, run away. Let's have a look. Oh man. It really is a Purifier. And so yeah, by smart use of your Vikings, you can actually take out the things that are powering their cannons and all that. And then just fly in, land your troops, and then take out the rest of them. Like so. And thanks to our regenerative biosteel, these guys will just be healed up as they fly around, and there's not too much a Protoss can do about that. So that should be fine, but just make sure to also have some defenses at home too.
Protoss squadron is going after the colony ships. Those people don't stand a chance unless we stop it.
Oh, there it is in their carriers too. You do not want to mess with carriers. Let's go over there and mess with them. I think our Vikings will be fine though. One of the big things about carry is that they send out these little ships, that I forget what they're called. They're called intercept, is that right? And if you just like do an auto attack, your troops will target the interceptors instead of the main carrier. So make sure to focus the carrier down first, because they'll blob all the interceptors like that.
Thanks, Rainer's Raiders. We're getting out of here.
No worries. I'm here to help.
The colonists have evacuated the first settlement in the Purifier's path.
Oh, that's right. Back.
The colonists left some resources behind after they evacuated.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Whenever you save a colony, they leave resources for you, so make sure to get those. And let's keep on pumping out those Vikings. Our base looks fine at the moment. Let's get some more supply depots. Let's get our next upgrades going. And I better repair this bunker too. Alright, you guys can land, pick up these resources. And then let's get the hell out of here before that purifier shows up. I suppose I'll go back and finish this base up here. It's almost cleared out. Alright, so, yeah, this mission's going pretty well so far. It's kind of hectic, there's a lot going on, but once you kind of go everything down, it's not too bad. Just make sure to finish this as soon as you can, because the Protoss are not going to wait for you. Alright, this Nexus is almost taken down. Let's go my land Vikings. Alright, one down. Cool.
That's one Nexus down. Keep at it, boys. We gotta stop that ship.
And yeah, I mentioned this before, but all you need in this mission is Vikings. Just spam these guys and you'll be good to go. So once again, take out the war prisms first, like that. And that's what I mean too, like if you just get enough Vikings, you can just blow ships up really easily. And they're also very cheap to make as well. Very easy to spam. They're definitely one of the cool units they introduced in StarCraft II, I think. Alright, any other warp prisms? There is one there. There's a Colossus, take the guy out too. I lost a Viking, but that's fine. Let's land and take out this colony too. And then that will be the second one down. Keep our Vikings going up. And that guy's almost there. But we'll be fine. Because with this, the second colony has been taken care of.
Another Nexus gone. Great work. Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Alright, so let's run all my Vikings down here to take out the third one. And try and finish this mission ASAP. Because if this Purify gets to our base and it's going to completely wreck us, which we do not want. Alright, so we have some downtime here, so I'll talk about this story. So a couple of years ago, I was reading up on some of the development blogs of StarCraft II, because I find that stuff pretty interesting, especially for a multiplayer game like this. And one of the big things they had in mind when it came to air units was making the air-to-air units more viable. Because in the original StarCraft, there were a couple of units that if you spammed, you could kind of get screwed over by that later. So for example, the Zerg have this unit that I believe is called a Devourer, which is a pretty late game air-to-air unit that's powerful, but if you spam them and the enemy stop producing air units, they're kind of useless after that, especially because they can't attack ground targets. And the same thing for this other unit that the Protoss have called the Corsair, which has this disruption web ability which prevents some ground things like missile turrets and bunkers from attacking, which is helpful. But in terms of like attacking itself, it is air-to-air, so if the enemy stop producing air units, it becomes a lot less valuable. And so in StarCraft II, they didn't want to get rid of those units, but they wanted to give them more complexity and more depth, so that even if their main purpose of air-to-air became obsolete, there was still other stuff they could do. So for example, the Viking here, it's an air-to-air unit, but it has this ground form, which means that it can sneak behind the enemy middle line, take out the workers, do like flank attacks, or just like sit down in your main army if the enemy stops producing air units. There's other units too, for example, the Protoss have this thing called the Phoenix, which I've seen a couple of times. They have those twin lasers. And those guys are fairly mobile, kind of scout or attack units. And they're air-to-air too, but they have this ability called the Gravitron Beam, which allows them to pick units up from the ground and attack them. And this not only gives them an attack, but it gives them a disruption ability too, because the units they pick up can't do anything. And another very interesting example is the Zerg have this unit called the Corruptor, which is pretty weird. As a matter of fact, I think the Corruptor has this ability which like disables buildings from doing production for a little bit, which sounds cool, but I think it's been changed over the course of like 3 games. Like they can just never decide what they want the Corruptor's ability to be. But anyway, even though the Corruptor is an air-to-air unit, it has the ability to evolve into an air-to-ground unit called the Broodlord. And those guys are pretty damn dangerous. So if you just spam Corruptors and decide you don't want air-to-air anymore, you can just change some of them to air-to-ground and you suddenly have this really powerful flying army. So yeah, like I personally think that philosophy of theirs is really cool, especially because it gives the game a lot more complexity and depth. And as I mentioned, it means you'll always have a way out. Even if it's not that great, it's still something you can do instead of just producing these units and they're now obsolete. So that's like the end of my little story there. Just like some cool development. Blog shit!
The Purifier sent our units into a dimensional warp field. The effect should only be temporary, though.
Maybe I should have... Speaking of a phoenix, there's one right there. Maybe I should have gotten some more units first. Take down that Purifier, come on guys! The rest of the units have gone away, so we're alright. Oh man. Hopefully we have enough here.
Base is under attack.
I think we do. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Hurry!
And the Purifier has been taken care of.
The Protoss are retreating! You've done it!
You are as cunning as the stories say, James Raynor. I hope your belief in these colonists will be vindicated.
Alright, and that is the end of Safe Haven. Here are our achievements, here is the mission summary, and let's head back to the Hyperion to see what happens.
So I guess this is goodbye, Doc. Well, you've got a lot of cleaning up to do out there.
We'll manage somehow. I just hope you boys stay out of trouble. Those Protoss are bound to be upset.
Well, me and the Protoss go way back. I've helped them out a few times. Figure they might cut me some slack.
You know, you could always stay here. Settle down, make a new start.
Guys like me don't get second chances, darling. We just gotta finish what we begun.
You're a good man, Jim Raynor.
I ain't that good.
Yeah, and Hanson's now gone. Goodbye, Hanson. It was good to see ya.
Damn shame Doc Hanson stayed behind. She was just about to fall for my roguish charms, too. You ain't gonna tell me you weren't just a little bit tempted to stay with her, are you?
I've been down that road before, Tychus. I took my shot at a normal life a long time ago. Ain't no going back now.
Couple of badasses like us ain't cut out for the quiet life anyway. Yes, sir. Destiny's got us pegged for something way bigger.
I know what you mean, man. What does it say? The flag of the former colony of Agaria and the new sovereign planet of Haven, given to James Raynor and Raynor's Raiders in recognition of their immense contributions to our founding. Thanks, Hanson.
Welcome back. We've got good and bad news tonight from our UNN headquarters on Korhal. The influx of refugees has dropped as various fringe worlders have found new planets on which to settle. For the bad news, let's go to Kate Lockwell. Kate?
What? Is the feed open? Hi. Yes. Hi, Donnie. Well, many of the refugees are starting new colonies, and they've declared themselves independent of the Dominion.
Branding themselves as rebels.
Well, Donnie, they mostly seem like regular folks who are scared about the current crisis, and angry that the Dominion didn't do more to save them. Some of them have praised Jim
You
Raynor.
heard it here first. ungrateful rebels digging in their heels across the fringe worlds. For UNN, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
Can he warn me when he's gonna do that?
Funny how people take it personal when you abandon them to the Zerg.
I know what you mean, man. So we do have some more mercenaries here, but like I said at the beginning, I'm going to do all the gameplay stuff later. This is just for the story. Ah, she's gone. Anything to say, Statman?
We need more samples.
Wow. He is really involved in his research.
Man, did you see the size of that Protoss ship? Don't matter how often I see them, those guys always come out with something that makes your jaw drop. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be more impressed if they were using all that power against the Zerg. It's stupid to be killing Protoss when we should be teaming up with them against Kerrigan.
Listen, they deserved it, and you did the right thing. Friends don't let friends massacre civilians, Jim. I'm proud of you for standing up to them.
Thanks, Swan.
Better future. Let's hope that's what Ariel's people find on Haven.
Alright, and that will be the end of the video, everyone. So this outcome was all pretty happy. We saved Dr. Hanson's people, everyone on the ship is pretty happy with us. And even the Protoss are willing to give us a chance. But it makes you wonder what would happen if we followed a different timeline. So next time we will go back and see what happens when we side with the Protoss warrior Celendis. I'll see you guys then.